Alright, it's been a few days since the last episode on the channel. Christmas break, however, is over, and it's time to get back to what really matters, Jurassic World Evolution 2 challenge modes. We're doing the Northwest USA on Jurassic, part-time 13 hours. This is a carnivore park. We don't get feeders until 2.5 stars. So I guess we have to feed small herbivores to our carnivores to keep them going here. A limit on shelters, whatever. Actually, 5 is relevant. That's a relevant limit. Not super relevant, but somewhat relevant. So we'll have to consider that a little bit. Mostly just comes down to building the park smart, making sure that the amenities and everything are pretty clustered. We'll have to take a look at what our species roster is going to end up looking like here too. We're going to probably want an aviary and a lagoon if we can have them.
Here's your chance to give guests the adrenaline-filled experiences they crave. With carnivores, amp up everything. The mountains of the Pacific Northwest should help contain the risks. And the streams. If anything goes wrong, be prepared to take the blame. Not that anything will go wrong. That's never happened before.
All right. Plants crave electrolytes. All right, let's get this paused here. So, we got... Eesh. Okay, we got this weird, like, 3-section thing with this little horseshoe here, which is a little strange. That's going to make it actually kind of awkward with the stipulation that we have for the shelters. So if we build kind of the main central hub here, we can have a few shelters, and then we build, like, a secondary location on a monorail, maybe, back here. We could put in, like, a second hub here and, like, a lagoon and an aviary, and then maybe, like, a tour that goes into a carnivore pen back in here or something. That way we get visibility of this section without having to have a hub back there. We'll figure out how it works. Maybe we won't even need it in the end. 20 species target. Are you kidding me? 20 species target in a carnivore park? What the fuck? That's actually insane. How are you supposed to have 20 species without having, like, any real mixture in your enclosures? We might have to try, like, the carnivore cohabitation, which is a little confusing. Okay, we can't see the map until we look at everything else here. Let's just look through this real quick. So we're beginning with Ceratosaurus, Dilo. We'll definitely go for Ceratos. Carno... Deinonychus Coelophysis, Troodon, Herrera, Berry, Metri, Majung, Alberto, Omega, Giga, Kyanzu, Cryo. We can try Majung Carno enclosure. They cohabit. It's just a matter of getting them to actually survive. Well, I guess we do get small herbivores. So we can do an herbivore paddock with, like, compies, and that might work out. But we definitely won't do a dedicated herbivore paddock until later. You know what? That's a good idea for the end stage, right? We finish up this park by doing a dedicated herbivore paddock with a tour in that back section. I think that'll be the plan. Alberto, Omega, Giga, Aloe. It looks like we probably got, like, almost all, if not all, carnivores available here. So we'll try to plug some gaps in the... Oh, man. Indoraptor. We'll try to plug some gaps. 4.5 stars? You're, like, done by that point. Why would you even... I guess you'd have the genome done. So you do the research and then just immediately incubate an Indoraptor and push to, like, 5. That might be viable, actually. Yeah, we'll plug some gaps. I don't think we've ever done Indoraptor, right? And then we're starting with small herbivores. We've got flying reptiles. Oh, we can actually start with an herbivore enclosure then. If we start with an actual herbivore available, then we can do it. We'll definitely do a mixed aviary. I wonder if we can fit 3 in an aviary safely. It should just come down to the cohabitation. So if we release small groups, it should be fine. We never had Geosternbergia, I don't think, yet. Have we ever done Tapajara? I do have Geosternbergia unlocked. Maybe that's because it's DLC? Maybe it's unlocked by default. We still might do Geosternbergia because I really don't think we've seen it. Yeah, we'll do Tapajara and Geosternbergia for an enclosure. And then for aquatics, we've got a few options we still haven't done. We got like Tylo and like a few other ones, so a lot of options. Oops. Attenborough, Elasmo, Tylo, Chrono, and Plezzy. Have we done Chrono? I don't think we have. That's new DLC stuff. Yeah, okay, so I think the DLC dinosaurs are unlocked in the database by default. We'll do something that isn't unlocked, because I want to get those unlocked. So we won't be doing Chronosaurus. At this point, anybody who really cares to see the DLC dinosaurs has seen them already in other videos anyway. Alright, so that's kind of the plan. We'll target Ceratosaurus for the first permanent exhibit, but we might lead with herbivores. Just for simplicity's sake. We have access to Struthi, we get Draco, and we get Homalocephaly. 1.5. Yeah, okay, so we start with Struthi. It's the only thing we have access to, and we need to be breeding them anyway to feed the carnivores. So we start an enclosure for Struthi, and then we just probably release Ceratosaurus straight into it. Unless we really want to push for the Carnotaur Mahjong enclosure. I don't know what Ceratosaurus cohabits with, if anything. I think Allo and Metri cohabit. I know Mahjong and Carno do. I think we'll push for them. I think we'll probably try to push for Carno rather than Cerato. We've also already had Cerato in a challenge mode park. And have we ever had Mahjong? We might have had it in campaign or something a while back. Yeah, we do have it unlocked. Okay. Other thing to look at is a scientist. Cheaper synthesis is fine. Generalist and a welfare specialist. That's a good early game spread. They're not the best, but it's fine. Okay. Well, let's get back down here. First off, what does the terrain levels look like? We've got a little bit of a hill here. So we want to keep that in mind. Looks like these are on basically the same level. We'll try to keep things as flat as possible. Make sure that we keep the park really tight so that we can make good use of those limited emergency shelters. I might actually flatten this, honestly, just a little bit. It's just a few $100 to like do this to make sure we don't fuck it up. I think it's worth it. Okay, what do we want to do here? So it's been a hot sec since I started one of these, of course. No point in doing amenities until we got other stuff. Let's work on infrastructure first. We've got a bit of money. This is kind of a good spot to sneak this in, I think. Because we can put this other path just straight back like this, which will work pretty well, I think. We'll also want to try and, of course, keep things fairly contained here for power reasons. So if we put in a backup generator up in this middle section, we can put in a hatchery up here somewhere and catch everything. So I think what we do is let's grab the science center. Tuck that in just like right next to it, unless it can go sideways. That's actually a better use of space. All right, let's do that. Okay. And we'll just sneak this in here somewhere. Probably, yeah, we'll probably want it over this way slightly more. Although probably further up. This isn't going to survive. There's no reason to, like, really be picky about where this ends up. So as long as we're powering that stuff there. Yeah, let's do that, I think. And then we need a hatchery. Let's extend this pathway up. How are we doing on money? 3,900,000. So the hatchery we can stick over here somewhere. Let me take a look at the overview here. So we put the hatchery... Yeah, I think it makes sense to put the hatchery in like this, sideways. Now we're getting some terrain level stuff going on there, so we might want to do a quick pass here with this. Yeah, you can see there's this ridge here. Makes things a little worse. This will pay off in the long run, assuming we don't get so tight on money that that actually backfires on us. Stop trying to snap up to the hill, please. That's rather awful. All right, right there. Okay, and this will also be nice because it means the first like wave of dinosaurs here can be fed directly from the hatchery. Yeah, I think we'll do something a little bit like that. That's maybe a little further than I want to extend that, but for now that's fine. Probably should have left just a gap there. There's no point in investing in the fences until we've have a reason to. Until we have a second enclosure and we don't need them just going directly into the... yeah, we can't do that yet. Okay. Alright, yeah, so that's kind of the basic layout we'll go with. We'll put a viewing gallery in here, which will determine how far this fence actually extends down. And then we'll put the first enclosure in back over here, and it will leave us with an option to extend one out back here on the other side of the hatchery. Over this way, like that. Acquire dinosaurs, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. The usual stuff. And then we... Do you not get contracts until you open the park? Reset periodically. Yeah, I guess it's not until next month. Okay, we have... Oh, we start with 100% Struthy. Okay. That's pretty good to know. Let's get cheaper synthesis right upon this. Alright, so... that is going to change things a little bit because it means we can actually just be releasing some good quality Struthios straight into the park here. So how do we want to do this? We'll expand this out a little bit under the assumption that we're going to switch it into a Carno enclosure pretty quick. So we'll get the whole lake in there, kind of. And I think for now we'll just do kind of a square thing. Something like that until we get the viewing gallery down. Okay, Science Center is up. What is the condition for doing the gallery? It's back under attractions. The condition is just you have to research. Okay. Generalists can do this on their own. We should have been probably doing that quicker. Let's synthesize a second batch. Since it's only 10,000. We'll release a whole gaboom real quick here. As soon as that research is done. Now, expedition map. Basically, there's nothing to do here unless we do decide to go for Cerrado. So this was actually a mistake. I figured we'd be working on Struthies still. I guess we'll go ahead and put the gate in. It's 5,000 bucks. Might backfire on us. But, what are we gonna do? Okay. Skittish. Yeah, I think we just take all of them because I don't care. I think we'll use the welfare specialist here. Okay, let's get, yeah, both batches going. As soon as the gallery's done, in 30 seconds, we'll be ready to go on the park. $3 million to spare. I have a feeling we might need to push a carnivore here. We'll have to see what the park situation is like as soon as those batches of Struthies are out the door. Alright, there's the viewing gallery. I'm going to invest valuable money here to flatten this out a little bit. This is actually fairly expensive and not a good idea, but I'm doing it. Oh, and this is going to be, yeah, we have to keep this in range of the power as it stands. So that has to go there. Why are you not being very straight? Oh, you're just being rude to me, fence. Why does it not want to snap decently straight? Usually it's pretty good about it. We'll have to follow the guideline there and trust that it's pretty good. I guess it seems fine. Right, there's that. We gotta wait for this fence corner to build. Right. A whole pile of Struths. Oh, they start with stripes. That's cool.
Hey, I'm Isaac Clement. Together, we'll create the most spectacular dinosaur park imaginable. And hopefully not die in the process. Really, I don't want to die.
Haha. Ground leaf.
Look at an ostrich or emu, then look at this latest dinosaur, the
Well,
Struthiomimus.
yeah, thin out these trees a
And
little bit
tell
here.
me you don't see a connection. This is one of the more bird-like dinosaurs that we've brought back from extinction. It literally has a beak instead of teeth. It's an herbivore that prefers to move in herds.
Right, so they should be good here once they
a
find
fantastic
everything.
addition to the park.
We already have an issue. They already bugged out. Game. Why? I guess they were too close to the fence. Too many of them. This is all we can do because we can't capture these damn things. If it runs through, are you fucking serious? Stop! This might be a restart. It has to go back in. That's the only chance we have is if it goes back in right now. Nope. Stop moving. No! Oh my god. Fuck out of here. Seriously? Okay, this one, get back with the other dudes. We trick you into going that way, maybe? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just go that way. Dinosaur threat. Well, yeah, that's true. But, okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. They're not going to be happy about threat. But we got the park contained. Park is open. Income is getting close to actually being profitable. That might have been fucked over by that dinosaur security thing there. We should have tried to contain them before we did that, so we'll see what happens here. In the meantime, we might as well get started on some more research. Power is going to be a quick one we want to get done. The other option is if we push for Carnotaurus. We should push for Carnotaurus first, so we can start researching it. This park is already looking a little sketchy because of how we just got boned by the teleporting Struthies, so I think we will do this push for Carnotaurus, whether or not it's a good idea. Also, that synthesis person's going to be pretty tired here quickly. Can we do... Well, we could have actually done our capture team. Let's go ahead and knock out Staff Center, too. Okay, we're making money. We didn't get a penalty or much of a penalty there, actually. So we're actually stable pretty quickly here with the double Struthi release. Yeah, safety rating's 48%, but maybe because they're just Struthies, it like doesn't penalize you that badly or something. I do want to reset this enclosure, though, to try and keep them where I want them to be. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Comfort missing ground leaf. There's just that many of you that you need that much more ground leaf, huh? Alright. Alright. All that's dealt with. Great. We can scrap out this fence. We'll leave some of it. This is actually drawing power. We'll just demolish it. We'll just demolish it. It's drawing power, which is going to make a minor difference, and it's not exactly how I want it laid out in the end anyway. So we'll do that. All right, research is done. Let's get an expedition going. Six. That's going to require the 2 of you. Go ahead and get that staff center down here, I think. Can we sneak it right in here? Because this is a really good spot for it. Oh, are you serious? You're not going to let me do it? Why would you rude people do this to me? It fits here, but it won't have power. You can probably sneak it in here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I think 8 minutes. Yeah, that's not going to last long at all. Let's get power research done immediately. Can't do that while they are out. We could hire another scientist. I think what we'll do is we'll get the fossils back. We'll do research here and send these 2 on power. This should work. Let's go ahead and deactivate this. That way we can buy a little bit more time on the generator. Oops. Same thing with this thing. Deactivate it. Yeah, that bought us 5 entire minutes of power there. That's pretty good. And we've got a little bit extra fence here that we can also trim off. All right. So, we're good. We're good. Stable-ish. Lack of amenities, it's true. I guess we might as well put those down. They're probably not profitable yet, so I guess maybe we don't, actually. We're just going to pull power off the generator. We have to research toilets. Yeah, staff busy. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the fossils and then do the power.
Science is everything. It brought the dinosaurs back from beyond the brink.
Genome percentage.
Keeping them here now. I hope you understand how vitally important this is.
It's like a coin flip,
I haven't
probably.
introduced myself. Dr. Kajal Dua. You need to be as passionate about our work as I am. I'll accept no less.
However, amenities is also a guarantee complete. This is a coin flip on it being the
I'm
right
counting
one.
on you to handle this next objective. Don't let me down.
Right.
I'm more interested in knowledge than the creature comforts that come with wealth. But there is no denying that the park is a business. So we have to be aware of the bottom line.
We'll do this, make sure we recoup the money here. You go out on this, then you'll have the rest. These other ones can research power, which gets rid of one of our expenses. Now, I think I want to get an amenity down and see if we can complete that contract without bringing in Carnotaurus. 100% regular quality guests, and we have read this entire section. I think for now we'll just toss them right here. Income 2,000, income 5,000. 8. Income 12,000. Is that actually profitable? Yeah. Okay, so we can't pull the amenity contract off until we get Carnotaurus. But the amenities are profitable right now. At least, apparently. We'll let this go and get built and verify that that's not being deceptive. But it looks to me like this is viable. Yeah, okay, we can trust that then. 2,100. Let's check the actual finance thing too and make sure that's telling us the truth. Profit per minute 35,000. Pretty sure that's up. Yeah, amenity revenue 2,000. Okay, let's go ahead and get a set of amenities then. There's no reason not to. They actually pay for themselves really quickly. White, 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 and some more white. Yeah, white and orange. Per month. I wonder if it's actually a running tally of how much we've made. Maybe it's not an instantaneous measure of what you've actually pulled off. Okay, we got some stuff done. So, we need to activate you. We need to rest one of the scientists. Then we need to get power in. Not that power. That's no good. And put it in over here, probably. Put it in as far down this way as it can go, maybe. Then we can fit something else in there. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. We'll go ahead and do one here. And one down here, and that might be enough to cover everything. And that is with 3 minutes on the backup generator. Just about in time. Alright, next, we need to get our other support structures. So we need the ranger team and the medical team. A 1 and a 3. And this isn't worth doing yet. We also need restrooms. which I guess are not under amenities, of course. That makes sense. Those are under guest comfort, hotel, shelter, and restroom. Start on that too. Okay. Yeah, so we focus down the core infrastructure, then we focus down Carnotaurus. Alright. Might want the restroom more down this way, so let's not... Actually, that's a pretty good spot for it in that little corner. We'll get the power generator online, and then we'll put the shelter in right where this generator is sitting. Can I fit a path in right here? No, I wanted to. That's why I left the gap there, but it's not going to work. We won't worry about that then for now.
Park is coming together, but we can always use more infrastructure.
Okay, we have the power. No power usage on this. Let's just go ahead and demolish this, get it out of here, get some money back.
New buildings and upgrades.
All right. Response facility is good to go. Can't put it back here. Might be able to put it over here more. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's extend this path down. See where we get on this. Oh, that's going to be a bad length there for making it meet up with the other section smoothly. We'll do this, and then we'll go... Actually, maybe we'll just go straight down from this. Right like that. And then let's go ahead and flatten. Cross like this. Alright, and then get that ranger team in down here. How are we doing on money? Still $2 million. So, can't fit it there. We can fit it right about here. Site manager sick, lose money. We'll do 4 times task time. That's fine. Is that on a lower level? It looks like it is. Yeah, that definitely is on a lower level because of the back ledge here. Right. Well, for the time being, we're going to ignore it. We'll move it. We'll have to move it twice later to like flatten this terrain out. It's not a big deal right now. We have plenty of space for the time being. Okay, so 1 person resting. We need to do the medical facility. That's the last thing that could really lose us the game, is if we have a disease outbreak. You can do it yourself, which is great. And then you get rested. All right, 1,500,000 left. And then let's go ahead and get a shelter. This should improve ratings, make more money on the shops.
Raids keep us current and ready.
Do we need hotels right now? Transport, shelter, accommodation, 92%. We could use a hotel. It's not a huge priority, I don't think. Oh shit! You know what? If I want to put the medical team down here, we're gonna have a problem because this thing's down in the ground. We could maybe put it right here. I think it should be down here. Damn. We might just want to move this right away. How much does this penalize us for moving it? 32,000 to move. We could just put it here and just leave it here. Let's go ahead. We can get all the way down to there before we lose power. Let's go ahead and move it. We'll take the hit now. to try and get this built the way I envision it. So smooth this back out. Can I move this again? No, it has to be built. It has to go somewhere more back here. Back near that line. Okay, all of our scientists are recovered. So, we've got the paleomedical. I think one needs to be rested, actually, yeah. Efficiency upgrades is something that we could actually go for right away, which would be decent. Everything here is fine. Guest attraction early wouldn't be bad either. I don't think we need it. We could do dinosaur creation. I don't think we will do that right away either. It might be good before doing the Carno, but we can check what the... Oh, 1.5 stars, so we can't even do the upgrades. Okay, great. So I think we're good on core research for the most part. There's a few things we'll want to do, but we don't need to do them right now. So I think we go back to digging up Carnotaurus. No, we do... Let's do this. Let's knock out the efficiency upgrades right away. Yeah. That'll give us better... It'll be worth it in the long run. We should have done that probably before we even dug up Carno. I think doing the Carno dig was entirely a mistake. Okay, now I think before we were basically right here, which dropped us down. If we go, yeah, you could see it snap up a little bit. So I think if we go right here, this should be pretty okay. Yep. Looks good to me. And then we can try to put the medical team down here. And then that will give us, yeah, medical team will be right here. This pen can be extended all the way down to here. And we have this whole front section here to deal with. We can try and sneak a monorail in here maybe. Or move some other stuff around. Then we put another enclosure in back here somewhere, I guess. Oh, that's going to be awkward, though, because they won't be visible with the way it's set up. We could always move the hatchery down here further. But then we'd have, like, a split on the pens. We also might be able to just get towers. Okay, if we're going to try and cohabitate Carnotaurus and Mahjong, I don't think we need to worry so much about having a second exhibit right away. So this arrangement will be fine for the time being. I also really don't need the gate here on this. I did this like JWE1 style for no good reason. Oh, because I was going to do the second one. Yeah, that's why. There was actually a legitimate reason for that. Not a great one, but it was a reason. Okay, there's that. Let's get the MVU in. The paleomedical facility. You know, whatever it's called, that thing. Also going to be pretty crammed in here, it looks like. Let's go ahead and flatten to make sure that we get that on the right level. A little bit of dangerous spending there, but it's really annoying to flatten later when you have everything built. Just thinking about it, making sure there's nothing else we're missing there that I'm not thinking of right now. Okay, all the core facilities are in. We still have just under $1 million to play with. Profits from the buildings looking pretty good. Research is still going, so we don't want to do anything else here. All right, we keep our contract. Try to finish that one up before we take a new one. We need to get a gate in here for the Jeeps. I think we'll send the Jeeps in right through this gap. It's a little awkward, but it should be not too hard to maneuver around there. We could just shoot them this way. No, we'll do it here. Let's go ahead and get the Ranger post down. Oops, didn't need to do that. Assign you and make sure the Struthies aren't like dying here from any diseases. Health looks good, so it looks like we're fine. We can go ahead and probably activate you. It doesn't really matter. Power's at 22 remaining, yes. Okay, and there's our efficiency upgrades. So, extraction capacity. Yield. Whoops. Was one of those was really expensive. I didn't realize that. Bailout staff restructure. Set cash balance. Lose half of the scientist at random. Interesting. I think we triggered this by going in the red. Yeah, one of those upgrades is actually like $1 million or something. Whoops. We got to get out of jail free here by losing half the scientists. I think I'm okay with this because we can just hire new ones that are a little bit better long term. And hire them as we need them. Also, half. Does it round up or round down? We might lose one scientist for $2 million, which is really worth it. We have nothing invested in them. We're going to do this. We're going to see what happens. And we only lost one. We lost the generalist too, which is fine. Yeah, cheaper synthesis is the only one I kind of wanted to keep. And cheaper synthesis also doesn't seem to actually save you that much money because synthesis is usually the cheaper task out of all the different, kinds of tasks you do. That's not always true. I think some of the synthesis gets pretty pricey, but yeah, this overall seems pretty good. That was definitely a really nice event trigger there we just had. Okay, and what else do we get from efficiency upgrades then? Science Center, Response Facility Scanners, Expedition Center, Staff Center, Task Time. Okay. Decreasing rest time by 10% for 75,000. It's a really cheap, also very inconsequential. For now, we won't put it in. I do feel that scanners are worth it, though. 100,000. We'll throw that there. All right, and now we're just tunneling down Carnotaurus. So let's go ahead and get another dig going. We need 6 logistics for this, which means we do need to buy back a scientist, but we can grab somebody who's a little bit more useful here. A lot of cheaper research, cheaper expeditions. The skill caps are really low. That's a little awkward, being a 4-4-4 skill cap. So they'd have to go out with the welfare specialist only. Unless we hire 2 scientists here, which we could do. We could do a cheaper research. We could grab this cheaper research 221. 664 is a decent cap. Cost per minute's a little high. Cost per minute on this one's really low, probably because of those crappy skill caps. Altruistic salary. Actually, 545 altruistic doesn't seem too bad either. Yeah, compared to paying 283, well, cheaper research is good to have, though. Research is pretty expensive. The real question would be if the cost per minute it justifies it. Because we could also take somebody like this, 437. That's not that much of a worse cap here, but his cost is 2,000 less. Or even like the 445, really. Altruistic salary is saving like 5,000 a minute. Cheaper research is going to save like big swings, but at certain times. The other option... Out of 3 logistics here with positive influence. Expensive, bad genetics cap, I don't know. I do not know. It'd be interesting to see the math on like how altruistic salary actually compares to cheaper research and cheaper expeditions on average. Might be worth it. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the 2 on the end. I think we might fire somebody. Well, okay, right now we got 1 good genetics, 1 good welfare, and then we got no good logistics, but a combination of logistics supports. Actually, this spread of 4 is not bad. I don't think we can fire any of them. If we did fire somebody, we could pick up the altruistic salary guy. But he's just a 2-2-2. He's not specialized, so that would give us... No, we need somebody with at least 3 genetics for fossil extraction and not waste 2 people doing it. So we definitely need to keep the synthesis guy for that. We need somebody with high welfare to deal with treatments, especially once we introduce carnivores. So we need to keep the welfare person here, I think. So I think this is the spread. I think we just call that good. Profit per minute, 30K here. Yeah, it looks like maybe we took a little bit of a dip there from the scientists, if that's actually counted in there. It might not be. And then, yeah, we can do our expedition right away. We should get that going. And then we'll call it an episode here. Staff is busy. Wait. Oh, because we need 6. Why did I... Wait, shit. Why did I fuck that up? Wait, this is the wrong... Oh, shit. This is the wrong person. Wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, because I had 4, which is why I was looking at it. This is the wrong shit. All right, well, we're just going to take that hit. We hired the wrong researcher. How did I pull that off? Yeah, it was this one we wanted. That's like 200,000 wasted. Well, we need the person to do it. Yeah, this is the one we wanted. So we're just going to do that. It sucks. It's bad, but it is what it is. At least we can do a fossil extraction and a dig at the same time with these 4 scientists. So that's pretty valuable. But yeah, we're going to call this one an episode here. I think we're going to do slightly shorter episodes on average for this challenge mode. Usually I was recording about an hour, but we get overflow on those. We get stuck doing stuff and run up to hour 10, hour 20. So I'm going to try and target like 45 minutes. That way if we overflow, we get up to about an hour going forward. So we're going to end this one here. Until next time.